KCPE Performers Edition, celebrating these young men and women who performed and excelled in their academics in this year's exams, and also just wanting to find out exactly what's next for them in terms of career development or also education, all right? So joining me on set right now, I have three guests. One is joining me via Skype. That is Jeff Georges Mwangi. And here on set, I have Sifa Akeyo from Seedlings Junior Academy, and also Kirsten Hawkins from KBA. KBA? Yeah, KBA School Mazua. Thank you so much for making time here and just celebrating you here. I'll start with you, Sifa. How do you feel right now? I know I asked you that before, but when you received these results, as you have performed well and just scored 400 marks and above, what was the feeling that was going through your head at that particular moment?
I was shocked, but extremely happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're shocked, but extremely happy. Mm-hmm. So what was shocking you? You didn't believe that you're going to perform?
I did believe I was going to perform.
Yeah.
But when I saw the marks on TV, my expectations went lower. But when I saw 410, I was pleased with my marks. Oh,
you were pleased? Yes. Because you had worked so hard for that, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. So, Kirsten, let me come to you. The same thing I've asked her. What were you doing at that particular moment when you received your exams?
I was watching the television.
Were you following the results when Magoha was announcing?
Yeah, when it came out that the first people got 428, I was scared.
Why? Why were you scared?
It was lower than last year's.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting for me to get 405.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So then now let's go through the process of when you were scared at that particular moment when you saw that. So what did you do? Let me just get that.
I became more anxious.
So at what point did you get your results?
Exactly when they released the results. Yeah, my mom got them and I was shocked.
Yeah. So when she gave you that, let me get through the process of she telling you, now this is the mark that you've gotten and this is how you've performed. How did you react?
I was extremely happy. Yeah.
You didn't expect to see that? Were you expecting?
No, I wasn't.
Why were you not expecting it? It became a surprise.
Yeah, it was a big shock.
All right. All right, now let me go to my my guests online. Jeff, can you get me? Are you here? Can you be? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
All right. So Jeff, now just the same question I've asked for your fellow candidates here. You received your results today, and I know probably you're not feeling well at the moment, but I know you're excited. So take me through the process of now the results being announced and you receiving yours, and just the process that you or whatever was going through your mind at that particular moment.
I got scared. I did not know what to do. I was scared.
You were scared?
Yeah.
Why were you scared? You were holding your hands hoping for what exactly?
I was hoping for a good mark.
Okay.
To go to a good school.
All right. But you did work hard for this marks that you got, right?
Yeah.
We congratulate you here. Now tell me, at this particular moment, how do you feel that you are being celebrated? I have seen you're being posted, people are celebrating you, telling you congratulations, you did amazing. What is going through your mind at this particular moment for you?
I'm happy. And I thank them for being with me, supporting me. Yes.
Okay, so I'll come back to you later on. Also, let's just look at now you are in terms of now what's next for you. I'll start with you, Kirsten. Let's look at what is it, because this is a question that most people get to be asked when it is the next thing that you want to do, because you went for school, you are studying hard because there's something you're chasing. What is it that you want to be when at the end of it?
Study aerial engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what exactly is pushing you towards that? Is there somebody that you're looking up to and say, this is the person I want to be when I grow?
No, I saw it on television and it got my interest.
Just like that?
Yeah.
And you're very confident that you're going to make it, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sifa, what is it that you want to be?
I'd like to be a pediatrician.
Pediatrician?
Yes.
What is it about kids that makes you so interested?
I love children and I love helping people, so that's...
Okay. Now, let me come to you, back to you, Jeff. Jeff, what is it that you're pursuing? What do you want to be when you grow up, and who are you looking up to? Jeff? Jeff? All right.
Yeah.
So Jeff, I was asking, what is it that you're pursuing? What is it that you want to be in future, now that you've scored these marks, and what is it that you're looking forward to?
I want to become an engineer in future.
What kind of engineer? There's so many. An electrical engineer, mechanical?
A software engineer.
Software engineer, awesome. Okay, you guys have big dreams. Okay, nobody wants to be a journalist? Okay, fine. All right, now, Jeff, I'll come back to you later. Let me look at the preparation when it comes to you now, scoring these marks, because it has been a process for you, Sifa. In terms of studying, how did you prepare to score these marks?
So I made a timetable. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. 4
a.m.?
Yes,
okay.
I would study until about 5:50. Then I'd get ready for school. Then after school, I would study until about 11. 11? Yes.
After school, you study until 11, okay. Then you go to sleep?
Like I'll take breaks in between that, like
okay.
to shower and have dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you really did put a lot of efforts when it comes to just making sure that you score the best marks, right?
Yes.
Kirsten, let me come to you. Did you do the same?
Not quite. Yeah. It wasn't the same, but we stayed in school until 8.
Oh, you stayed in school until 8 in the evening?
Yeah.
Because you had to go for preps and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then when I came home, took a short break of 1 hour. Then I continued my studies until 10. Okay. Maybe 10 to 11.
10 to 11
yeah.
in the night?
Yeah.
At what point, at what time do you wake up in the morning?
I used to wake up at 5.
5?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys wake up really early. Okay. Jeff, let me come to you.
Yeah.
In terms of your program and just preparing yourself to score the best marks and having performed this well, what was your program like?
I used to wake up at 4:30.
4:30?
Yeah.
There's a trend here, 4:30, 4, 5, okay, Then when you wake up exactly, what do you do?
I prepare myself for those 30 minutes, then by 5, I start reading.
Wow. So then you go to school. At what point at what time did you normally used to go to school?
Actually, I was in boarding.
Oh, you are in boarding school?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, all right, okay. Now, let me come back to you here in terms of, because we've spoken about your preparation and just the step that you need to take when it comes to, finding a foot, or rather standing in, to score the best marks here. At which subjects would you say you loved when you're in school, and probably which one did you give a challenge? And when it comes to that, how did you tackle that?
Okay,
which subject exactly did you love, and which one would you say gave you a challenge?
My favorite subject was math. I loved math very much.
Okay.
Kiswahili was a bit tough for me, but I worked hard. I put all my effort in it, and towards the end, I was doing very well in Kiswahili.
Okay. So in terms of, now let's look at the subject that gave you quite a challenge, and this is Kiswahili. What kind of efforts did you make sure that you give to Kiswahili to make sure that you actually get to perform in it?
Okay. I changed my attitude towards it.
You had a negative attitude?
Yes.
So it's always the attitude sometimes, right?
Yes.
It's not the subject that is hard?
Yeah.
Okay, so then?
I also put aside more time to study Kiswahili. Like I would study Kiswahili for a longer time. And I would pay more attention to my teacher in class. All
right. So you developed a different attitude when it comes to the subject that you felt you were not performing well, probably, and now decided to give it a little bit more time to just other subjects, right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. For you, which subject would you say gave you quite a challenge, and when you found your results, you're like, okay, it's how?
So it was also Kiswahili.
Why Kiswahili? Why is Kiswahili a challenge for so many of you? Why would you say it is a challenge? Let me just ask that.
I had a negative attitude since class 4 towards Kiswahili.
What made you develop that kind of attitude? Did somebody say something that you are not agreeing with?
I'm not sure. It was hard for me, so I started hating it.
Oh, it was hard for you, so you started hating it?
Yeah.
Totally, just I don't want Kiswahili totally.
Yeah.
Wow. So did you develop a different attitude?
Yeah, I discovered it was much easier. And I started following what my friends will tell me and the teachers, of course.
Okay.
And pay more attention in class.
All right. Now, so what was the kind of feedback that you used to get from your teachers or rather your friends when it comes to that particular subject, especially Swahili? What were they telling you that made you now start developing a different attitude?
They would tell me Swahili it's easy. It's only that you yourself, you make it hard for yourself because of the way you think about it.
Oh.
That's what they told me. So I changed my attitude and asked them for advice. And I did better.
Awesome, awesome. Jeff, everybody says Nomino, Sarufi was a little bit tough. Was it the same case for you?
Yes, it was the same case.
Hello, Jeff?
Yes, it was the same case.
You didn't like Kiswahili?
No.
Why?
I could not understand Geli, Sarufi, those things. I started hating it.
You started hating because Sarufi Nomino was a little bit tough for you. I should talk to Fiona Kenga and Lame Kaungo. Probably they should start a program where we get to educate people when it comes to Swahili. So what exactly happened that made you change that particular attitude? Who did you talk to, or what really happened to you?
I followed my Swahili teacher, and he showed me how to, know about Kiswahili more. He showed me the parts that I had difficulties, and then I changed my attitude.
All right, so your Kiswahili teacher was a little bit, was of good help when it comes to helping you develop a different attitude towards the subject, right?
Yes.
Ah, awesome. So you hated the subject and not the teacher?
Yes.
All right. Now you bring something important that I want to touch on when it comes, and I think I'll start with you. What role did your teachers play in ensuring? I know they've played a big role when it comes to teaching you, but let's look at them holding your hand and just ensuring that you get to perform in your subjects. What would you say they did well for you as a candidate for this KCPE?
They helped me when I was in trouble. When I did not understand some things, they were there to support me. Like my mathematics teacher. I also hated math, but now I've changed. I love math.
Okay. So it is the teachers that held your hand and made you to have a different attitude towards the subject that you felt you did not like at that particular moment.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff. All right. Let's come back to you in terms of this role that teachers are playing in ensuring that you get to perform, and just the parents as a whole, because I like to touch on that too. You as a child and as a student, what kind of role, what is it that you felt your teachers did? Were they holding your hand that made you to perform this good in this KCPE?
I had wonderful teachers. They were very passionate about their subjects. I enjoyed their lessons.
Okay.
And they were very supportive.
All right.
Yeah.
So it is that kind of support that made you love to be in school and just wake up at 4, want to study more and go to school, right?
Yeah.
What role did your teachers play?
They made a lot of sacrifices. Yeah,
for you?
For all of us.
For all of you, the entire school. Okay, fine. But now we are here with you on set, so it's for you. All right. Thank you, teachers, for that. Let's look at your parents. And in terms of holding your hand, encouraging you to study, is it encouraging you to study or telling you, na usiposoma utakuwa na maisha ngumu? How has that been for you? Do you normally have a conversation when it comes to this is the best thing for you when it comes to education? I'd like you to study more. And most of the time you guys mnasumbua nyumbani, then when it comes to reading, it's a little bit hard. So you are here because you're forced. No. So let me start with you, Sifa. Parents, in terms of your support and just having you on set.
My parents never put any pressure on me, but they supported me all the way.
They supported you all the way.
Yes.
They believe that you're going to perform though, right?
Yes.
All right. So when you have that kind of environment for you, how does that make you feel? in terms of just looking at people supporting you to be the best, encouraging you most of the time? How does that make you feel?
I feel loved and I just want to do the best.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. For you?
They gave me great advice. Yeah.
So your parents did give you great advice?
Yeah, and they supported me all the way through.
All right. In terms of telling you, Kiswahili si ngumu, just try.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
And hausumbui nyumbani do.
Yeah, just that.
All right, so Jeff, let me come to you in terms of what role mom and dad did play, or mom or your guardians did play when it comes to ensuring that you succeed in this exam. Did they, pressure you to wake up early so that you get to perform? What exactly happened to you? What kind of advices were you getting?
She encouraged me to continue working hard to reach my goal, and also she told me to be prayerful. They both told me to be prayerful.
Pardon?
They encouraged me throughout this journey of education, and they told me to be prayerful.
Oh, to be prayerful. So you've been praying. Awesome. God now gets involved here. Thank you so much, man. Now listen, I want to ask you, probably because I'm winding up on this segment here, let's look at something that you'd like to tell fellow, because we'll also be having KCPE candidates this year somewhere in November. What would you like to tell them when it comes to preparing for their exams from where you sit?
They should not fear. They should work hard also so that they can reach their goal, in their mark they want.
All right. Now, I also want you to tell something to your parents and your teachers for the role they've played in your life when it comes to this KCPE.
I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to my teachers, to my parents, my sister. Thank you for supporting me. Because if it were not for them, I could not reach this far.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jeff. I really do appreciate that you could make time for us here on Look Up TV, the Bottom Line KE, and just talking about the 2021 KCPE Performance Edition. You as one of the students that have performed well in these exams, and we do celebrate you. But before you go, let me just start with you, Sifa. This is your camera, and I want you to speak to your parents and your teachers. They are watching right now. Everybody is watching. So what are you going to tell them tonight?
I'm grateful to my family, my teachers, and my friends. Without them and their great support, I wouldn't be here today.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Kirsten, to you. Everybody now is watching you right now, and you have people that have supported you and people that, believe in you. What do you tell them, and what do you tell somebody who will be sitting for the KCPE exams 2022 this year? What do you tell them? Let's start with your parents first, the message you're sending, and also an advice to your fellow candidates.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to my parents and my teachers, and also my friends. They really helped me, most of them, to be where I am right now. And I'm very grateful. For the upcoming candidates, I would tell you that you should work hard and develop a positive attitude. Negative attitude is what makes people mostly fail, and you should also develop discipline. Okay. Yeah, you might be smart, but your discipline might be low, and that is what makes most people to fail. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So you might be smart, but if you have bad discipline, then you might not succeed. Great point there. For my young man here. Sifa, I haven't given you an opportunity to advise your fellow candidates.
They should always be disciplined, be obedient to your teachers. Okay. They all want the best for you, and you should always put God first. All
right. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate for you coming here, and your parents, they are somewhere in this compound just celebrating you here, and I do appreciate you parents for making sure that we have them here on set and just celebrating them. We do appreciate you. And on that matter, I'd also like to celebrate somebody here. Let me just get that. She is called, just a moment. All right. She is called Amelia Nerima. Yes, she is sick. She received her exams while in hospital, and she got 388 marks. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Amelia Nerima, 388 marks. Yeah. So we do celebrate you for performing in your KCPE exams, and we wish you the very best, and we wish that you get well soon, Amelia, all right? Because the future is bright for you, and it is waiting for you to grab it, all right? Okay. Now, on that point, I'll be taking a short break, but before you do that, I'd just like to remind you of our social media handles. At Amoy Brown on Twitter and on Facebook, it is at Lookup TV. You can follow this conversation right there. It is live on our Facebook page, where you will get to be notified when we go live, and also some of the videos that we've posted in regards to the stories that we have done today. And also just follow that, like our page, so that you get notified when there is a breaking story somewhere in the somewhere in this country. We get to post that so that you get to be notified. It is a story that speaks directly to you, information that you should use, or rather you should know, all right? That is our Facebook page. We are also on YouTube at Lookup TV. This entire bulletin and all the stories that we've run today, and this particular session with these young men and women, will be on that first YouTube page. Just in case you missed it, you can catch it on our YouTube page at Lookup TV. Subscribe to that page so that you also get notified. So in case you are watching us on TV, on terrestrial, then you have missed this, or you've joined us in the midway, so you can also just go to that, to our social handles, so that you get to replay that and also just get to know exactly what we were talking about. We are also on Twitter at Lookup TV. Join the Lookup TV movement now, because you do not want to be left behind when it comes to trending news here in the country, breaking news here in the country, and awesome discussions just like the one we are having tonight here on the Bottom Line KE. So follow that for you to be notified when anything that is speaking directly to you gets to be posted. Okay, I take this short break here. When we come back on the other end, I'll be speaking to the teachers of these amazing students and how to prepare students when it comes to wanting them to succeed. What goes into that? Most of the time we just celebrate these young men and women, but do we really get to know what it goes into preparing that? Okay, so that will be coming your way after this short break. But these ones, I'm releasing them already because it's time for them to sleep. As much as they sleep at 11, I think today they have to sleep early because of this success. Okay, we take that short break. We'll be back with more later.
Business, broadcast your sermon, share birthday wishes, make funeral announcements, produce adverts and documentaries, then book and advertise with us today by calling us on +254 700 893 542
700-893-542
or email us on sales@luke-app.tv.
Hi there, my name is George Washuri. I am so happy to see you, and today I am here to enumerate, to explain how we package our land investment. We have 5 levels of our property, and we classify these levels as 1 star, 2 stars, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. This is what we mean, that if you buy a property that is 1 star with Optiven, one of the things that is evident, the property is cheaper, is below $500,000. And this particular property is basically bare land. We only do subdivision, put the beacons, and then produce titles. The second level, we call it 2 star. This is prime land, whereby we grade the roads, we put a marking fence, do the beacons, and produce titles. The third level, we call it 3 stars. This 3 star is value added plots. We do the Murram, we do the water, we do the mesh fence, and there's a caretaker on site. The fourth level is 4 star. 4 star is ready to build development. We do very nice Murram Roads. We plant the trees. We put the water tower. We also put a caretaker on site. And finally, the 5-star. The 5-star is premier, is the top level. And this one, we do cable roads, we do water management through underground culverts, we do underground power, we do fountain for water, we do beautiful and nice permanent gates, we do perimeter wall, and also do install the CCTV, and the whole property is manned by uniformed security. Some of these properties, these 5-star properties, we do a clubhouse and also construct swimming pool. Thank you once more for trusting Optiven. We value you. We are at Absa Plaza, 14th floor and 15th floor. God bless you.
The future of money is simple.